Okay, so good morning, happy Tuesday, everybody. So we are continuing our conversation this week about grit and grit builders, kind of little daily things, right? So the cold shower yesterday was a kind of a daily thing. I was thinking about this morning as I made sure after talking to you guys yesterday, I had to crank down the temperature a couple extra degrees. Did you try that last night?
God, no. Not yet.
See, the fact that you said God no is exactly why this is a thing.
So sometimes in my bathroom, the hot water is the cold water and the cold water is the hot water. I have absolutely no idea what's going on and I'm too lazy to call a plumber. So sometimes I do get in the shower and it's like freezing even though it's supposed to be hot. And sometimes I have to take a shower because there's no more hot water or there's no, like, the pipes got switched that day. I don't know. Maybe there's like a crazy mouse down there that's like, I'm just going to switch their water today. That's what I think of. Like,
possibly.
So I do take cold showers because it's like a necessity. Last night I wanted a nice warm shower because my like neck and stuff were hurting me. So like I wanted a nice warm shower.
Don't get me wrong, a nice warm shower is great for like unwinding knots. I'm not arguing that at all.
Yep.
All right, so today's conversation, guys, is about passion and people. So a very high-level executive that I know, who happens also to be a martial artist, he has a question that he asks people. He knows by the time people get to him, they've been vetted in terms of their skill set. So he's the last stop, right? You don't get to interview with this person unless your skills are there, your background is there, et cetera, et cetera. So he actually said he rarely asks them about their professional background or education or experience. It just doesn't matter that much because by the time you get to him, they're qualified. He said the question that oftentimes gets people hired or skipped is the following. What do you do outside of work? And he said very emphatically, if they stumble, fumble, or don't have a good, clean answer about something that they're clearly passionate about, they're probably not a person that he wants to work with because they either A, are going to burn out in the office environment, or B, are just not a very passionate person in general. And I've met lots of those not passionate people. I don't hang around with them very much. They're kind of like white bread toast, like they're not fun, right? So passion in this case is going to be defined by, it can be a hobby, it could be your job, it could be your career, you know. It doesn't have to be your job. A lot of people are like, well, I'm only going to be happy in my job if it's the thing that I love. That's, respectively, bullshit. A lot of people learn to love the thing that they do. One of my favorite quotes from Mike Rowe is, he says, don't follow your passion, but make sure you bring it with you. There are people who do very, media poo-poos on jobs like being a plumber, an electrician, a lot of the blue-collar, very important infrastructure jobs that keep our country running, frankly. And I know some incredibly passionate people that do a great job with that career, and God, they're doing a great job in life. And that's a fantastic thing. They took their passion as a human being with them. If you ask me what I do professionally, obviously I get very excited about it. If you ask me what I do outside of here, you will hear me ramble on about,
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good.
Very much so.
Because I get excited about it. We had some new students come in last night to our adult class, and I started I literally caught myself rambling about jiu-jitsu. And I was like, my apologies, I clearly get excited about this one. What questions do you have? So that's one of those things, guys. Follow your passion, right? Photography is one of those things you can launch off into. Yep. Hockey is one of those things that you can launch off into. Shoes and your white sneakers are one of those things I have heard you like. Yeah. Julian Edelman and his abs.
He's got great abs.
I'm not sure if that counts as a passion per se, but.
I mean, Dr. Mike. I have a huge
I don't know who Dr. Mike is, but.
Of who all of my fantasy crushes are.
So yeah, there's definitely, that is one of the defining features, guys. And here's why. When you follow a passion, when you have something you're passionate about, if you're passionate about it, it will be something that will help you push your limits in terms of where you run up against your comfort zone. So the martial arts is a perfect example for me. I can't tell you how many times I've run up against my comfort zone here on a matted environment or external physical outside, whatever it is. I've been doing a lot of, since the Corona COVID, I've been doing a lot of new cooking, and I like to get things right. Minor perfectionist. I like to get things right. And it's been pushing my comfort zone in terms of skill level and ability and learning those new skills. Same too with a lot of different things. You know, video editing. I'm not an expert video editor, but I'm pushing myself on that. Frankly, just putting myself up there publicly. We started adding this to YouTube. That's a big thing for us here because we don't like doing that. So we're doing it for you guys. So hopefully it brings some value to your lives.
Yeah.
The other one is people. Now, of course, a lot of times the people that can push you, the people that you surround yourselves with, can also bring passion to you, which is great. So let's say you go to martial arts. You go to the jiu-jitsu school, you go to your fitness program, and you kind of find a tribe that you like hanging out with. Hockey, right? Photography, you've made a lot of photography contacts and friends, and you can geek out about that stuff. Those people will also help you push your boundaries and push your limits. I will not repeat some of the loving insults I have gotten from peers on the mat, but they pushed me, right? Every time I was tired, and they're like, come on, you so-and-so. That's part of the culture, and that's not a bad thing per se. Peer pressure is a tool. It can be used for good, it can be used for bad. Depends on how it gets used and what its goal is in getting used. I've definitely been pushed by my peers, and thank you guys, because you've made me a stronger, better person from that pushing, so I appreciate that. So my dad would say, get around people that you want to be like, because they will bring you along with them. If they are, building grit is one of the things, like building mental toughness is one of the things that you're looking to do. Get around people that you consider to be mentally tough, that will push you, it's hard to whine when other people are pushing really hard.
Well, it's funny, my mother has a master's degree plus $1 million in one course. She's a teacher, and she's got enough credits to have probably 3 masters at this point. And my brother has his MBA, my sister-in-law is a nurse practitioner, and my father knows everything and anything about plumbing.
Your dad can literally build houses.
If there was a certificate, he would be a doctor in any kind of home improvement or anything. So like very smart, intelligent, like in all different fields, which I think is very interesting because we're not all interested in the same thing. So I was like, well, I guess I gotta get my master's degree. So I'm going for psychology, but it's just that whole family thing of like, having a nurse's input, or like, somebody who has went to school for business, or somebody that can fix houses, or teachers and how to relate to kids, especially in like our profession here. Like I bounce a ton of ideas off my mom about either like whether it's like parenting specifically, or like how to teach a specific type of kid, because she's seen it all. So it's that knowledge and the people that were around there, they're very awesome people as well. So I think I've lucked out with a family specifically that has different interests, that we all kind of push each other. And one of the reasons I decided to get my master's was because my brother, he kind of pushed me towards it. My father pushed me towards graduating college in general. So it's those people in your life that have a positive, powerful influence, which I think is great.
Yeah. All right, guys, so we're going to switch over to getting our bodies warmed up. Quick warm-up. We've been chatting a lot today, so do you want to kick it off?
Sure. We'll start with some jogging in place today.
It's already 7:14.
We'll loosen up those arms as well. Butt kicks. Good. High knees on the front end here. Good. You can plant those feet left and right with the head. Up and down. This one hurts. And down as well. Big rotations. Good. Shake it loose. We'll go big shoulder circles.
Oh. Just it.
Yep. And back. Good. Crisscrosses. Couple pops there. Elbow. Good. We'll rotate those elbows left, right, right, left. Like a windmill. Wrists rotate. You eating Rice Krispies over there?
Yeah, it probably doesn't show up on that mic, but my wrist makes some funny noises when I roll them out.
Elbow to knee across. Up and over.
What? Up and over?
I mean, I'll like.
Oh, near the outside
do
elbows?
what I'm doing.
Well, I can't see you. I'm looking forward. Say what you mean.
No, I will never say what I mean. It's the whole fun.
Coworkers.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's everything.
All right.
All right, guys, breathing time. So, good upright posture. If I hunch over, I can't fully inflate my lungs. So I want you guys to assume good posture, whether you are standing, sitting, kneeling, laying on your back, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Obviously, I'm going to tell you guys to close your eyes here. If you're driving when you're watching this, please don't close your eyes. So, nice deep breaths. We're doing what's called a 16 count, sometimes referred to as box breathing. We're going to breathe in for 4, we're going to hold for 4, we're going to breathe out for 4, and we're going to hold for 4, and I will guide you guys through the count for a couple of rounds. So breathe everything out. Breathe in through your nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out through your mouth. 2, 3, 4. Hold at the bottom. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in through your nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out through your mouth. 2, 3, 4. Hold at the bottom. 2, 3, 4. One more with me. Breathe in through your nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out through your mouth. 2, 3, 4. Hold at the bottom. 2, 3, 4. And we're going to finish with a big, powerful breath in, big, powerful breath out, because we're trying to invigorate. It's morning time here. If you're watching this on YouTube later, obviously, that big, powerful breath, good way to clear the system and get your body invigorated for later in the day. Tuesday here at the Academy, so we have our on-the-mat classes for our youngsters. We have our contacts, so that means a potted up or cohort style class, no more than 10 in a group. As Massachusetts is allowing us right now. We have our Zoom only, so Zoom dedicated calls for our students that are at home, that are staying home for right now. And then we have our little ninjas on the mat run by Allison, in addition to a hit kickboxing on demand here, and some fun announcements, some contest guys, so pay attention to your emails and watch those announcements there.
Yep. All right.
Allison's got a dad joke.
Why didn't the Invisible Man take the job offer?
Why didn't the Invisible Man take the job offer?
He couldn't see himself doing it.
Couldn't see himself in the role?
Couldn't see himself doing the job.
Didn't have any passion. See, guys?
No passion.
All right, team, go get your day moving.